A timeless rule is that an investment is a lump sum payment for a future cash flow. So now the question is, what is the future cash flow going to be like? What are the two most fundamental building blocks? Inflation and growth. They can go up or they can go down. The markets will always discount some picture of the future. Today we can look at market pricing and we could say, what's the picture of the future that it's discounting? So prices then change based on how the future actually transpires relative to that picture we're discounting. So none of those assets have a higher or lesser expected value relative to what's discounted in the market. It's just the surprises that cause those movements, those relative movements. And so by having those four quadrants and putting 25% of my risk in those quadrants, I achieve balance. The notion of balance is going to be better than not balance because diversification doesn't cost you anything. Diversification reduces your risk without reducing your return. If they're all roughly comparable, like it, and today you look at assets and you tell me whether one's going to be better asset than another. Okay, well, that's what we're all betting on, right? And so it's certainly not the case that one is, you don't know necessarily which is going to be better, but you do know that they will have offsetting effects so that diversification is a tremendous thing in improving your return to risk ratio. If you know that, achieve balance in those four quadrants. That's timeless and universal. So I took that, put those balance in those four quadrants, and then I ran it through time. I ran it through the Great Depression, I ran it through the Weimar Republic in Germany in 1923, I ran it through all those environments. I got to a point where I knew that I was going to have more money than would last for me, and that I had created a trust, and I wanted a timeless and universal way of being able to have a balanced portfolio that had a better return than cash. Cash is the worst returning asset classes, so that's why I went around and I created that balanced portfolio that way, and it's timeless and universal. So it doesn't really change much, right? I mean, that notion of the basics of what I'm describing have always been true.